It's time for me to check the weather. I do it daily at 0900 hours and 1300 hours. I check the temperature, the percent of RH, the wind speed, and the direction. This morning I'm using the Kestrel. There is no wind speed. It's 66 degrees out. And the relative humidity is 53%. I decided to go ahead and sling the weather also. I usually wait until the very last minute before turning on the radio. And this is why. Ash Mountain Fire, Park Ridge Lookout in service.
Morning, Park Ridge, 929.
Park Ridge.
Dispatch Alpha 41. Alpha 41. Good morning, in service, watchful. Good morning, 929.
Porterville, Park Ridge in service.
Park Ridge, Porterville, copies in service, 930.
Park Ridge.
Porterville, George.
I use an app on my phone to record the weather. The one they give over the radio goes too fast and I can't write quick enough.
Today, sunny, max temperature is 5,000 feet, 76 to 81, 8,000 feet, 67 and 72, 24-hour trend down 4 to 10 degrees, minimum humidity is 5,000 feet, 27 to 37%, 8,000 feet, 25 to 35%, 24-hour trend up 3 to 5%, winds 20 foot, slopes, down slopes 3 miles per hour or less, becoming upslope, up valley 3 to 6 miles per hour by 1100. Ridges southeast 3 to 7 miles per hour this morning, becoming southwest 5 to 12 miles per hour by afternoon, and 0% break.
They usually talk faster than
Porterville
that.
continuing tonight, mostly clear, minimum temperatures 5,000 feet, 54 to 59.
Porterville continuing with morning staffing on and available at Hume Lake, Engine 32, Crew 3, Battalion 31 with the duty. At Western Divide, on and available Engine 21, Engine 23, Battalion 21 with the duty. At Kern River, on and available Engine 45, Engine 47, Battalion 42 with the duty. For BLM at South Fork, Engine 3133, 3114 with the duty. For TIA, no report. PCICC duty, Battalion 11, Forest duty, Chief 1. For organized crews at Hume Lake, Black Eagle 6, Scorpions 4, Fern River, COI, Western Divide. Type 1 crew rotations, Crew 5, Crew 9. For aircraft, at Portable Air Attack Base, Air Attack 410 unavailable, Tanker 76 committed, Tanker 78 committed, Hull Tanker 25 Mike committed, Tanker 101 available, Air Attack 5 Lima Foxtrot available. At Fresno, Air Attack 15 committed, Hull Tanker 95 Bravo available. At Trimmer, Helicopter 520 committed. At Kernville, Helicopter 523 available. At Peppermint, Helicopter 522 committed. At Ash Mountain, Helicopter 552 available. At Kern County, Helicopter 407 unavailable. Helicopter 408 available. Fixed wing cutoff time 1914. This has been your morning fire weather forecast and staffing report. Time check 10:10 KMB 740.
Dispatch 514. 514. You show me clear. We'll go ahead and leave this open. You can show several food items confiscated as well as about half ounce of marijuana. 1031.
Good morning. Today's Sunday, August the 18th. It's my second day at the lookout tower on Park Ridge. I think the agenda for today is to get familiar with the terrain, look for smoke, and do some practice on the firefinder. We have a prescribed burn scheduled for next month. Fire crew just arrived at the tower and they're going to start cutting line for the box.
So we went down the power lines and the comm lines. Pay special attention to the comm line that's down on the ground. We're going to have to really brush that out good. And then later on we'll come back and where it's on the ground we'll scrape around and make an exclusion. So we don't want any fire to get in that.
Follow the camera.
Forecasted cloud activity for Johnsonville, Charlie, Pinehurst, Charlie, Park Ridge, Delta, Black Rock, Echo Victor, Peppermint, Delta, Hot Springs, Charlie, Opaline, Charlie, River Current, Echo Victor, Breckenridge, Echo, Correction, and Democrat Echo Victor, River Kern Echo, Breckenridge Charlie, Paiute Charlie, break. Port of Elton Senior Incline Danger Rating Areas for Area 435, observed ERC 66, BI 84, Fire Danger Rating High, forecasted ERC 65, BI 84, Fire Danger Rating High, Area 438, 58, 109, High, 63, 117, High, Area 440, 40, 30, High, 39, 30.
That's the Panoramic Point Trail. When you're hiking from Panoramic Point to the Park Ridge Lookout, this trail intersects with a fire road. The majority of visitors continue on the fire road until they reach the lookout tower. They don't realize that you pick up the trail again a short distance down the road to the right. You can take the fire road all the way to the lookout tower, but if you want to stay on the trail, it's right here to the right. After signing off from the lookout tower today, I decided to hike this section of trail because it's the one that gives visitors the most trouble. I can see why. The trail is taking me this direction. The lookout tower is in that direction. I've been following it for quite some time, thinking that it might loop back around, but it seems to keep going in the direction of Grant Grove. So, what time is it? 7 o'clock. I don't have a lot of daylight left to go exploring. It's possible I may have missed a trail intersection over there somewhere. I'm going to start hiking back to the road and try this again another time. I was correct. I missed the junction for the Park Ridge Trail. I knew it wasn't right because we were going in the opposite direction than the lookout. This makes more sense because now we're actually following the ridge. I wanted to be back at the lookout tower for the sunset, but because of missing the trail junction, I'm a little bit behind schedule. Guess it's not that bad. I'm getting to see this. I'm actually not that disappointed. This is a much better sunset than from the lookout tower. This part of the trail intersects with the road one more time. The lookout tower is just on the other side of that hill. I made it back to the lookout just in time to see the sun disappear behind the haze. I was going to hike to Muir Grove today, but there's road construction on the General's Highway. That could mean up to an hour delay. The last two people that visited the lookout tower yesterday recommended this route. They said there's gorgeous views overlooking Hume Lake. I'm going to give it a try. Looking at the map though, it says that the route is most difficult. So let's see how far we can get. S1E18 is what I'm looking for. And I think that's it right there. All right. Let's see how difficult this really is. Alright, I think if I stay to the left, I should be alright. But, let me put it in 4-wheel drive low. Just to make sure. Wish I had a spotter. Get a little sideways. Wish I had a lift. That rock really isn't that high. It's just the angle of approach that I have to take. And it is kind of steep. Alright, let's give it a try. Okay, that didn't work. I want to try it one more time. Made it. This is where I turn around. I have a stock Jeep, no lift. I'm gonna need ground clearance to get over this. It's a 4-door, so it's longer. I just feel like I'm gonna high center right about there. All right, I'm back at that sketchy spot. I didn't think I'd have to go down it. I'm really not looking forward to this. I really don't have much of a choice. I think I'm gonna stay to the left this time. Probably gonna rub. I wish I had a spotter. Okay. I'd like to go faster, but if I go faster, I'm gonna bottom out. All right, almost horizontal. Ugh. And I bottom out here, really? This is where we started at Cherry Gap. I followed the road out to this junction, and then I took Forest Service Road 13S77 with the intention on intersecting with the Hume Lake Road. And then I was going to come back around and take Indian Basin back to where we started. But this is the area that got sketchy, and I had to turn around. So I think what I'm going to do this time is take Indian Basin from here, take Indian Basin to the Hume Lake Road, go down to Hume Lake, try and get a burger, and then take 10 Mile Road back to the General's Highway.
Just a good old boy, never meaning no harm. Beats all you never saw, been in trouble with the law since the day they was born. Straightening the curves, flattening the hills. Someday the mountain might get 'em, but the law never will. Making their way that's just a little bit more than the law will allow. Just a good old boy, they wouldn't change if they could. Fighting the system like a true modern day Robin Hood.
Some of the rangers in Kings Canyon told me that this snack shop in Hume Lake has some of the best burgers. I'm going to try one. I'm in Fresno on my way home, and the GPS says I'm going to have about a 50-minute delay when I get to the 101 because of an incident. It's more than just a grass fire. Burned a lot though.